Hi, everyone. How are you? Bear with me 1 second. Get my screen up. There we go. Oops. Whoops. Wrong one. Sorry about that. I'm still getting myself organized here. Doing lives is tricky. All right. So today I just wanted to go through my experience with different pencil extenders, and I thought it might help some people out there because I bought a few of them now, 4 different kinds actually. And also, I'm going to show you what I'm doing, a trick I learned from another channel on trying to improve my ability to recognize different versions of colors, all the different reds and the blues. There's so many different shades. And when you're starting out, it's so difficult to. No, not that I've started out, but I've been doing this for a few years now, like almost 10 years, like 6, 7 years, and color pencil art and coloring. But still, it's still, even this, I put the effort into it. I'm starting to try to put the effort into it to really identifying colors. So I was going to show you what I'm doing there in case you're interested. So with the pencil extenders, now when I first started needing pencil extenders, I just went to Amazon and I picked 2 of the cheapest ones, right? I'm not looking for anything fancy with a pencil extender, right? And the cheapest one, I believe, is this one, the dual-headed one here. And I don't know, I think it works. I don't know if this is just a bad one or if it's in general with these pencil extenders. I'm going to get a second one out. But there's a wide end and then there's a narrow end. And so you think getting this, that, okay, it'd be perfect for all of my pencils, right? I should have them all covered here, but in reality, okay, this is like a newer, not used one. So the narrow end, fits exactly with a Prismacolor. Okay, so now this is holding pretty tight right now. So this is like a newer one that I haven't used. But now this one that I've used a few times, if I put this in the narrow end, the Prismacolor, and you pull up the rings around it to tighten it, get a good tight fit. But I've noticed that it's an okay fit, but it slips out. It's so just barely fits it. Just yeah, you can move the pencil in there, sort of in and out. But I mean, that might be okay. It's doable. So for like a small pencil, like a Prismacolor size, the small end works well. It works okay. But the larger end that I thought would fit with my larger pencil, like my Derwent's or Caran d'Ache, I'm finding difficulty with that. So like here's the artist, the Derwent drawing pencil. Now it goes in, of course, but then when I go to tighten it, I pull up the circular things and it slips right out. So this larger one is too big for the Derwent size pencil, and the smaller end, it doesn't fit at all. So this is not helpful at all with any of my Derwent pencils. And I couldn't find a larger pencil that this would work with. I've got like a polychromos here. And if I put that in the large end, again, it's too, even if I tighten it, it slips right out. So the big end is too large for the Derwent polychromos, for the Faber-Castell polychromos, and the small end is too small for the polychromos pencil. So the only thing I can fit in the small end I have is pretty much the Prismacolor pencils that size. And the large end, I don't know what to put in there because everything slips out of it. And I think over time it sort of gets loosened up because there's slits on the side of it. I don't know if you can see, but there is kind of a slit there. And I think over time when you're using it and reusing it, it loosens up or widens up, and it'll get looser, wider there, and not hold the pencils as well. So the cheap ones are good. These cheap dual head ones are good for Prismacolor extenders. But I found or learned from My Colorful Country Life. She's got a great channel. Sure you're familiar with it. What she does when her Prismacolors get really small is she just glues the small end to another larger size of the pencil. So here's a little white pencil that is almost out of, and I glued it with the Loctite super glue that she recommends, and I recommend it as well. It works excellent. It's like a gel kind of super glue, and I just glued the little one on the other end of the larger white, and I can use both sides up until the very end of the pencil. So I highly recommend that. That's a great tip, and I don't have to use any pencil extenders, which I really like. So that's an idea to keep in mind. Okay, so then after these, the cheapest ones, the second cheapest ones are the aluminum ones, which I really like. They're very nice looking. They're very nice, good, wider grip to it. But again, the problem here with these is that the smaller pencils, like the Prismacolor, of course, fit right in there. No problem. Prisma has no problems with pencil extenders. You're all set there. Another reason to get Prismacolor. Any pencil extender works with them. And this one works the Prisma as well, and it's got a nice firm grip. It's in there. It's not sliding in and out, not sliding around. I just loosened it. So but now, and also with the, let me see, the Polychromos, so you twist it to loosen it up. Polychromos is not fitting in there though. Let me see if I take it off. Sometimes you take the cap off. Okay, so if I take the cap off and then put the Polychromos, oh, see, now it doesn't go over the top. So yeah, so this is definitely not going to work with Polychromos. I can't use it like this. It would be slipping around. So, all right, so this is only good. These are only good for, again, smaller pencils like the Prismacolor size. So the Polychromos won't fit, which means Derwents won't fit. So that's out. So yeah. So that means I had to splurge and spend some more if I wanted to get some pencil extenders for these other pencils. Because with the Prisma, I can glue it, but you can't really do that with the Polychromos or the Derwent pencils because they're sealed in the back and they're not going to glue together so well. So I went and I love using the Caran d'Ache. I also have some Caran d'Ache pencils, and I have the blender, and we all love the Caran d'Ache blender. Well, it's got a very small, and I needed a pencil extender for it, and of course, it doesn't fit in any of these. No, no, but yeah, it's too small for the wide end. I don't know what the wide end of this is supposed to fit, because it's even too small for Caran d'Ache. I'm too large for the Caran d'Ache. So anyway, so then I had to splurge and spend a little extra. So these are the cheap ones, the aluminum and the dual head ones. And I got the Derwent extenders, and I got the Caran extender. And this is my main reason. I don't know if you can see it here. Maybe it's too dark in the background there. But the main reason I want to make this video is because I wasn't sure if I should get this one. Because, let me see if I put a white piece of paper there so you can see it better. There. When I saw this on Amazon, it said a chalk holder. So this is technically a chalk holder. That's what it's called. But on the actual thing, it just says extender. It doesn't say on the pencil extender here. And it's a little pricey, but it is a reason for that. It's very nice. As you can imagine, the Caran d'Ache is going to be very nice. It's different from all the rest. But first, I just want to touch on the Derwent. So I got the Derwent extenders, and you get 2 pencil extenders in one package. It's a decent price. It's a little bit more pricey than the cheap ones I just looked at. But you have a small and a large one here. You can use, of course, with the small one, it's good for the pencils that are Prismacolor size. They fit perfectly in the small black one. It just twists off and on. And the larger one is the silver one. And in that one, okay, the smaller one, I cannot fit the Polychromos, but on the larger one, I can. So I just put that, it just fits. It's like a nice snug fit there. The cap goes over it this time. And I tighten that up, and now I've got a firm grip on that Polychromos. So Polychromos fits in the larger. I got to take the cap off of it to get it in. It's very tight. You can feel it like kind of scratching when you put it in there, scratching the sides. But that's okay. And then I got my Derwent pencil. Of course, I got my Derwent artist pencil. Now look at this, artist pencil. Excuse me, Derwent drawing pencil. I keep saying artist. Derwent drawing pencil. It won't fit in the Derwent extender, the larger one. It's too big. And then I also have some Derwent Inktense pencil here. Now, the great thing about Inktense is it's so pigmented, you're probably never going to wear it down to the bottom, but just in case I wanted an extender, that does not fit in the larger Derwent extender either. So I'm finding that there are Derwent pencils that I cannot use the larger Derwent extender for. It's just not fitting at all. And I'm probably never going to need an extender for those pencils, but let me see. Now with the Caran d'Ache, back to the Caran d'Ache blender that I do need the extension for. That does, oh, it doesn't, yeah, it barely fit before. Oh yeah, it just fits. Like you hear the side scratching. It's a very tight fit, but it does just fit. So you can, if you use the Caran d'Ache blender and you want a pencil or a pencil extender, the Derwent one works and fits in there nice tight. It doesn't move around. So you can just use this one, which is cheaper than the Caran d'Ache extender. Yeah. So, but also I wanted to see, so that works for my Caran d'Ache if I want to use that one. But I also got what Caran d'Ache called the chalk holder. So that's the most expensive one, is the big black. It's a very good weighty big black extender. I think it's a little too heavy in my opinion. But then again, if it is a chalk holder, I don't know if that's what it's supposed to be. Maybe I'm using it wrong, but it's the only one I could find for an extender. And the neat thing about this is it reaches out and sort of grabs whatever you put into it. So like a little mouth comes out. So this will hold anything you put in it. So again, it's a little weighty, it's a little heavy, which I'm not crazy about. But I mean, it stays in your hand. It's a very heavy, weighty thing. So yeah, I probably would stick with the Derwent. Now I got the Derwent drawing pencil that does not fit into that extender, but it does fit. Like anything can fit in here because this thing comes out and expands, and you can fit just about anything in there. So the Derwent drawing pencil does fit in this if I ever need that. As will the Derwent Inktense pencil. This is the only one. There we go. It goes right in. So this chalk holder one, will hold anything. But again, it is heavier, so it might not be. I mean, it'll work. You'll have something anyways to hold on to it if you want, even if it's a little bit heavier than the other ones, because these are all very light and aluminum. And so I just wanted to show that. So we'll see if I end up having to use it or not. But that is what I found. If you know of any other ones that you recommend for Caran d'Ache or Derwent's larger pencils, let me know. Because even these Derwent ones will not hold the Inktense or the drawing pencil. And that's kind of disappointing there. They should, right? It does not fit at all. Yeah, that's the Inktense again. So a little bit disappointed there with Derwent not having a pencil extender for their own pencils there. But again, the Caran d'Ache one will hold anything. So that's what I found when I went looking for pencil extenders. That was my experience. I wish I could just glue them all. It's so much nicer, easier to deal with. So that is what I have with the pencil extenders. That's what I wanted to say. And I would love to hear your experiences. If you found something else that you really like, if you use the Derwent or the Caran d'Ache one, if you like it, if you don't use it. Now that I'm holding it, I'm like, this is really heavy. Maybe I should, I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to end up using it. But we'll see. If I have to, I have to. And the last part of this video, I just wanted to show you another trick, something else I learned from another YouTube coloring channel, Color My World. And she was talking about the fact that people, it's in our, she's a professional artist, so she knows all the colors. She has them, she can recognize them. She'll see a color, she'll know what shade, yellow or red it is. And she was suggesting that if you want to get better at recognizing colors and identifying, she suggested getting some index cards and then coloring on one side of the index card with the pencil, and then on the back of it, writing the name of the pencil, and then using the index cards to test yourself, and trying to memorize the colors better, to learn them better. And so I thought that was a great idea. I do want to improve my ability to see and identify colors better. So I went looking for uh, index cards, but not just, separate. I didn't want a whole bunch of cards around. I wanted one to clip together, spiral, together. And while I was searching that, I came across this little, I think it's called a memory pad. I'll look it up and I'll put a link below. But yeah, this is, can you use these for anything? You get the little ring on it, and each little piece of paper, on each little piece of paper, I put a color from the Prismacolor set. And on the back, I wrote the name of the color. So now this is my little quiz here, my little study guide. If I want to see, try to figure out what a color is, I just open up to whatever color and I try to guess what it is. So guessing this color, I'm going to guess it's imperial purple. Yes, I got it right. Oh my God, I got it right. That doesn't happen too often, but hopefully it will happen more often. Let's see, I try another one here. Okay, what's this? I'm not gonna get it. This is like cobalt turquoise, maybe cobalt, I'm guessing. Yes. Oh my gosh, look, I got it again. See, it's working already. I did this a day or two ago and I've been testing myself. Wow. Okay, this one looks like Limpiel. Maybe wrong about that. There's two colors that kind of look like this. Huh, I did it again. Oh my gosh. You're gonna be sorry if I sound annoying doing that, but I'm surprised because I've been looking at these colors like, all right, this one I'm gonna get wrong. This one looks like either lavender or Parma violet. I'm gonna go with Parma violet on this one. So let's flip it over and see what I've got here. The peaches are tricky. Oh, it's lilac. See, I got that one wrong. Lilac. So yeah, and the great thing with this is that you can, compare the colors. That's lilac, and the one under it is lavender. I was thinking lavender, maybe. So you can sort of just compare real quick. So I just wanted to, show this, and in case you're in the same boat as me and you want to be able to recognize your colors better. I am getting better with it. I am getting better. The more every now and then I just pull it out and I just open it up and I'm like, all right, what is that? And I try like this. Looks like dioxinin blue, I think. Is that what it looks like? Yeah, dioxinin purple hue. So you get better at it, but quicker than you might think. you know? So yeah, so there you have it. So I am learning my colors so I can be able to just see it and know, oh, that's, China blue or that's Copenhagen blue. And it's, it's helping. It's definitely helping. Definitely need help with this. So just thought it might be an idea that might inspire others in case you're interested. There you have it. And I got like a pack of 6 of these. Of course, you can use these for anything naturally, so they come in handy. And I think it's just uh, a great idea, great tool to use. All right, so there you have it. That is all I wanted to go over today. So I hope you found this interesting, and I'd love to hear your experiences with pencil extenders. And if you have any tips or tricks on how to improve your ability to recognize different colors. And yeah, so that is it. So thanks for listening. Hope you all have a wonderful day or a wonderful evening. Take care. Bye bye.